And so, young Gothorm, I set off to the land of Quarantinia, a far distant land, unknown by many men. Those who have been there say it may resemble a tea towel at the bottom of the stairs, but it is a faraway land of wonder and mystery, and also antiseptic cleaning. For there I found many treasures. I found all of these. Look at these boxes. Where have you gone? Gothorm? Where are you? Where have you gone? Kids today.
Model Making Guru is sponsored by emodels.co.uk. Make something awesome.
Hey everyone, it's Foxx from modelmaking.guru here. Hello, and welcome to another Mystery Package Times video. Like last time, I'm a little bit pushed for time, so I'm filming on the webcam. I've got the desk mic there, so it's not the best quality as always, but I'm in the middle of doing other stuff anyway, but I wanted to get this filmed. I've had some packages arrive, a couple of which I know about because I've ordered stuff, but most of which are from other people. And as always, I like to say thank you by filming the opening. I don't just like saying the thing saying, hi, thanks for your package, bye. I'd rather open it on telly for everybody to watch and go, wow, look at that, and then express my gratitude. So me and Gothorm, he wasn't squashed. They had a stunt Gothorm in place. It was a stunt double, don't worry. We've got some packages. Let's have a look. We'll start with the biggest and we'll work our way down. Like I say, most of these are things I haven't ordered. Two of them are. Let's have a look. First package we have... let's get the things I've ordered out of the way first. First package. Yes, it's a big one. Look at this. Oh, can you guess where I've ordered it? Yeah, it's from Amazon. I've ordered something from Amazon. It's fairly obvious. Now, of course, we will need the box opening knife. I've lost my brain words there. My brain words. Wow. Hang on. I need coffee. Hang on. Ah. Right, I lost my brain words. I don't know what brain with them. Put a placemat down. I can't just put that on the bench. God, you know. Right, box. Ready? Poik time. 3, 2. Now, somebody did express concern last time that I'm risking stabity. But when I do poikage, my thumb kind of stops here, and that's not the sharp bladey bit. So thank you for your concern, but I'm not in any great danger, although I was up here last time, and I probably... Yeah, I'm known as Captain Stabity, but I don't stab myself that often, and I am very careful. I'm a professional. Don't do what I do. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boing. 3, 2, 1. Boing. Oh, I was disappointed. I did it in 2 goes, and it went up there, which is where the knife goes anyway. So it's done now. I can't go back, can I? Sorry, Gothorm. Now, Gothorm's going to stand by and watch, because Gothorm likes me opening things. Have a sniff, Gothorm. I know what's in it. Do you know what's in it? He's having a think. He doesn't know. You don't believe that for a minute, do you? It's a puppet. Right. Let's get this open. There's no mystery to this. I know what this is. This is something I have ordered. It's something I already have in my stash, and it's a replacement version, so I can film building this one and not sully the vintage original. Right. Let me make sure there's no documentations in here that you're not allowed to see. I don't know if there's any documentations. Are there any documentations? Have I opened this upside down? No? Okay. Right. Let's get the unboxing done. It is... Are we ready? 3. I'll do this. I won't move the camera because this is a big box anyway. It is... an upside down back of a box. Yes. Now, this is where you get a bit worried now because... I'll get it out of the box. There we go. It is the Star Trek Deep Space Nine USS Rio Grande Federation runaboutings. Now, a couple of things about this. Swig of coffee. I've got a tickly throat. I do already have this kit. I have the original AMT release of this kit with the crappy box art. This is a more modern round 2 re-release. The kit was from 1993. I've got an original 1994 kit, I think, and I've started the video series ages ago. I did the first unboxing episode, and I was gonna, get it built up and film the series. However, I wasn't aware that round 2 with AMT did a re-release about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, of this kit. I was, committed to using my now decidedly vintage kit. But now, and when I realised there was a reissue, although this was still hard to find, for some reason it's a reissue, but it's still a nightmare to try and find this. As soon as I realised there was a reissue, I was like, right, well, why don't I get one of these, and I can build and paint this one and keep my original 1993 one still in the box. Now, it has been opened, obviously, but I've not built it or started it. I did put a video up about 3-4 years ago now, saying this is the plan, and then I discovered Gunpla, and it all went to pot. So yeah, that never happened. But I will be filming this at some point. But it is. Now, there is some confusion here, because when I ordered this, when you look at the listings online for this, some of them say 1/32nd scale. And it's like, wait, what? It's 1/72nd. Because 1/32nd scale, this will be about 4 feet long. It's a 1/72nd scale kit, but some of the things for sale actually show a box with 1/32nd on the scale thing there. And I've looked, and some of them do say 1/32nd. But as far as I can see, there is no 1/32nd scale. I've got news for you. There is no bathroom. Yeah, so I don't know why some have the box art showing 1/32nd and then list it as 1/32nd. This was listed as 1/32nd scale, but I knew it wasn't, because that would be stupid. And I have to say, I do like the fact these new round 2 kits. If you don't know what a round 2 kit is, it's a re-release of an old kit, basically. An old out of print kit. I do like the fact they've got Ben Sisko on there, because Ben Sisko is by far the best Starfleet captain. He's just the best. Better than Kirk, better than Picard, better than all of them. Just forget it. Sisko's the one for me. And I like the fact they're riffing on the Star Wars models, sort of packaging design with the Star Trek bit here and then the pit in the character. I like that. They're kind of they're doing the Star. They're just ripping it off, basically, and it works. So I'll have a quick look. Oh dear Lord, what colour is that? This is a reissue. I'll give you a quick look now, because we've already done an unboxing in the past. It's basically the original kit reissued, but what they've done is they've added to all of these kits. They've added a base with a metal rod, but it's basically the original Rio Grande kit. It's massive. It's a huge, great kit. It's got loads and loads of lovely, really deep panel lines on it. Now, when I first got this kit many years ago, I've made one of these before, I was like, God, those panel lines are terrible. They're really deep and horrible. 2 years after making Games Workshop kits, I have no problem with deep panel lines now. Yeah, I'm used to it now. So it is going to be fun. I'm going to build it as the probably the Jinxy Kiang with the roll bar over the top. I think it's the Jinxy Kiang. I had the roll bar. It wasn't originally in this rather delightful mint julep kind of bluey green colour, but it is a great big kit. You've got the roll bar here for the sensor pod, which looks fantastic. We've got some decals which I can't show you because they're upside down. Oh well. And we've got the destructions, which is, oh dear Lord, really? I mean, it's not a complicated kit, but wow, way to just go real retro. It's not a complicated build. Now, the one big downside of this is there is no interior. They give you clear windows. It's massive, but there is no interior. There are third-party aftermarket interior kits. So when it comes to building this, I may investigate that. Right now, I'm not have any plans for that, but later on, I might investigate getting interior for that. Got also clear parts as well. The original didn't come with any kind of base or stand, but these round 2 re-releases all come with that big big plastic dome and the metal rod, which is cool. So I like the fact they do that. So that is the thing I bought last week. And again, that's just so that I can build this and paint this for you guys, and yet not sacrifice my 1993 vintage kit, which, like I say, sadly has been opened. I bought 2 of them and I made one, and I gave up halfway through for some reason and gave it to somebody else. But I kept the other one. But yes, I did start filming this years ago, and I did a here's an unboxing and then never did anything after that. So we will do this. I'm going to see if we can do this year. I don't know, maybe this year, maybe next year. We will get that done, and that's the one we'll film. So that's the first thing. That's going to go into my stash if I can find somewhere the hell to put it, because I actually have no stash space left. Next thing I ordered is a little bit smaller, and I will move in to film this, so don't panic. The next thing is a smaller box. Should I move the camera in now because all the boxes are smaller? I'll move the camera in a minute. The next thing is a smaller box. Stabbity avoidance. And this is something I've wanted for a while. It's been out of stock for a while, and then it was out of stock because of chocolate velociraptors, so everything was out of stock, and now it's back in stock again. And I've never used these, but I've heard good things about them. I'm going to have a quick look and make sure there's nothing personalated in here. Right, there's no letter. Let me get out the goodies and I'll show you. Bubble wrap. It also smells very nice. Right, let me get these bits out and I'll show you what we've got. So let us see what's in this mysterious box. First thing we have is this. Mysterious in itself. This white, long box. I don't know why I'm spinning it like this. It's very strange. Second of all, is something that may well give away to some of you what's in this box. We have and sticker. Yes, and sticker. It says broken toad. But that's all irrelevant. Because the most important thing in this box... Oh, it's a Freddo bar. Oh, Freddo bar. Oh, I've not had a Freddo bar since I was like 9. 25. Oh, when I was a kid, they were like 25. And you know, he's wearing... Oh, he's gone all modern. He's not got that 1970s vibe that he used to have. But I've got to tell you, oh, Freddo, and he's sticking his tongue out. Very weird. I think my opinion of that is ow. Better just double check. Wait. Oh, that is proper 1970s milk chocolate. Oh, it's not changed. I've not had one of these since I was about 7. That is what chocolate should taste like. Take note, all you Americans that have rubbish chocolate. This is what real chocolate should taste like. Proper Cadbury's milk chocolate. Yes, get in. Thank you very much, Broken Toad. So we have this lovely sticker, which I will apply to a place when I can find where to put it. The main item here, of course, is this box. Let's have a look. This is something I've wanted for quite a while, but has been out of stock forever. And when it did come back in stock, it was the middle of the Chocolate Velociraptor Pandemonium, so they weren't selling anything. I finally found them. I got them. As you can see, it is the Broken Toad Miniature Series Mark III. These are impossible to figure out how to open. How do you open these? How do I... Where's the... Ooh. How do I... Where's the... I don't... What? I've already failed. I can't figure... Oh, there you go. It's like a drawer. Okay. Is it like a... I don't know. It's not... There we go. Oh, I don't know. Complicated packaging. It is the Broken Toad Series Mark III brush set. Which is... But in a box and in a bag. And, hang on. Where's me? Hang on. Over packaging. These are proper hardcore sable brushes. Ooh, look at that. Proper hardcore sable modelling painting type brushes. And they are supposed to be very, very good. I've heard good things about them, which is why I wanted to try and get some. And the reason I wanted to try them is they all have, I don't know if you can see, they all have big, fat brush areas. They're not little tiny skinny things with a nice point. I know you can't really see them because the lighting, but they've got a big fat bulb of bristles, a nice big fat paint reservoir. So you've got a really, really fine, hopefully, this is what I'm hoping, you've got a really, really fine tip on the end. Like really tiny, delicate tips, you can paint all the fine details, but a big fat bucket of paint behind it. And if you're used to painting with things like the artificial layer brushes and some of the smaller brushes, they're really tiny fine, but they hold almost no paint and you're constantly refilling. And what I've been looking for are fine point brushes with a big reservoir of paint. And I'm hoping, looking forward to trying those, but I'm hoping that they'll come out nicely. I've seen people painting, that's the big number 2, and it's quite large. I've seen people painting fine, tiny details with this because it has got such a fine point. Now, of course, I'm in the equation. I'll probably destroy these within a week. So, yeah. So we've got a 3-0. I don't know how you read paint brush sizes. Size 2, size 1, a size 0, and a size 3-0. I don't know what that means. But that's teeny tiny. You probably can't even see that. That's real nice fine detail. So we have those. I'm going to put them back in there for now. Just been looking to get them for a while, so expect to see me try those out on the next thing that I'm going to paint with brushes. Not the Millennium Falcon, because that doesn't have any brush painting that you can use exceptionally good and slightly expensive brushes on. But I'll put that back on there. In fact, I won't bother putting that. I'll just... There you go. What does this say? Caring for your miniature series brush. Never use your good brush to remove paint from a pot or mix and thin paint on your palette, as this can damage the tip. This is good advice. Never allow paint to gather more than halfway along the bristles from the tip. This is true. Rinse the brush regularly in cold water during painting to help avoid paint build-up. You don't use warm water because warm water can help dissolve and break down the glue inside the brush that holds all the bristles together. You always use cold. That's why you always have cold water in your paint cup. Always replace the cap after working and store the brush with the tip pointing down. This will stop liquids or debris from accumulating in the ferrule. I love that word. Ferrule, and stop the tip from distorting or misshaping, prolonging the life of the brush. All excellent advice. Yes, that's why you don't use warm water in your paint cup. You do use warm water if you're using, say, a brush soap, but you only use it so briefly to get the soap on the brush that it's not really a problem. But if you're cleaning your brush out and it's warm water, it can shorten the life of your brush. So I shall put that in the special bin place. So there we go. There's some broken toed brushes. I shall have fun with those. What's next? Next up, I have this little tiny package. Now, I didn't know what this was, but it is apparently from Phil Lewis, we think. It's from a company called Link Industry, and this turned up in the post. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'd already had that pack from Phil Lewis last time, don't forget. So I'm like, what's this now? What I've been sent? And I don't know. But apparently Link Industry, they do knives. So we shall find out. So I'm going to open this and find out. Now, I've just noticed it did have my name on both sides, so that was good. They put the address on twice, so I've just had to refilm this bit. So let's get this open, and we'll see what's inside. Again, I'll move the camera in when I've got this open. I just want to make sure there's nothing incriminating or personal in here first. I didn't even cut through the bubble wrap. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Opening fail. Right, we have letterings. Let me get the letter out without finding out what's inside. I'm not going to look inside the package. I'm going to make sure that's just a receipt. Yes. Right. Let me have a look and see. Are you ready? 3. There's a bit in the bin. Right. I'll get this, whatever it is, out, and we'll have a look. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got. Oh, I can still taste that Freddo bar. Nom, nom, nom. Right, so we have... Oh. That's very heavy. It's a Swan Morton. Is this a... What is this? This is a Swan Morton. This is a... Oh! Oh, look at that! Oh! Oh, that's nice. Oh! Where's my normal knife? Here is my normal knife that I have the replaceable blade on, and some tape to stop hurty pain. Because when I put this tape on, what was I doing? I was cutting out the Shanghai Dragons decals for George's Cesabe, and after doing this for like 5, yeah, this bit of your finger hurts, so I put some tape around that. But this has got fatness. I'm gonna have to put a blade in this, aren't I? Where's me blades? Oh, there we go. Blades, senor. Being super careful, handling blades, and you're all now wincing and clenching body parts. I know you are. Now I'll let you into a little trick and a little secret here. Happy face pliers. These are a bit big. Let me get my smaller pliers out. I don't know where my smaller pliers are. I do know where my smaller pliers are. There we go. My more delicate Ponzi pliers. So we have here the brand new blade, which is simply going to sit on there. Now what I like to do is get my pliers and grab it by the back of the blade here. Hope it's on camera. And just there. Done. And when you take them off again, it's to reverse the procedure. Never try and put the blade on with your hand going, I can't get it on. Because all you need to do is slip once and you've taken your finger off. So that's why I always use the pliers of not stabbiness. That's that there. And the beauty of that, I'm liking that. I am liking that muchly. This is now replaced. I'm sorry to say this. This has now replaced my tradizionale blade. That's going to have to get stored away now. I'll take the blade off it. Let's get rid of the blade. Because it needs a new blade on it anyway. So yeah, when I take the blade off, I go from the bottom and I just drag it up like that. If you can avoid handling the blade with your actual bare hands, when I put it on the thing, when you saw me put it on like that, that's not so bad because I'm just pushing it gently. When you're trying to get it off or push it all the way down, that's when you get into trouble. So let's get rid of this blade. Now what I could have done, that I know what I meant to show you. If you get one of these things, I forgot I even had this. If you get yourself one of these things, it's even better. Let me get this blade back on again. Steady, Neris. This can go one of two ways. Both of them badly. Right, so if you get yourself one of these, it's a Swan Morton thing again. All you do is you put your blade in there. Normally. Push down. Done. You've got a safe sharps box. And you've got your blade handler. I do have these in my Amazon store. Links in the description below. For the US, UK and Canada. So if you've never had one of these and you use Swan Morton or any disposable blades, especially Swan Morton ones, get yourself one of these. It's a safe way to get rid of your blades. Before I had those, and they were gifted to me, thank you very much. They were gifted to me. Before I had those, what I had to do was basically fart about putting blades in bits of tissue, wrapping them up, putting a big note on it saying this is a blade, and then put it in the bin because there was nowhere to put it. And I wanted to wrap them up because I didn't want the bin man to sort of put his hand in and grab it and cut himself to pieces. So let's just get this off now. There we go. Let's get it off. The reason I want to get this off is because of the things. Because oh good God, Fox, how much tape did you put on here now? Blimey, Riley. The reason I'm taking this off is slowly is oh God, come on now, don't be an ass. I'm trying to get tape off a knife with another knife and it's not as good, and that's so meta, it's beyond meta. It's just, that'll have to do. There you go. I can put that back on there now, and this can go into storage. I shall put this into storage in my blades drawer. There you go. And I'll keep it there as a spare. You have served me well, knife, over the years. I've had this knife for about 6 years now. It has served me very well. I will honour it daily and remember it. I won't. It has served me very well, and it will do as a spare blade. When this eventually goes dull, and this isn't irreplaceable, I may use that as my boxy opening knife. So, thank you for your service. You will not be forgotten. Right, I've forgotten already. What was that? So this is brilliant. So thank you very much for that, Phil. That is awesome. It's also very comfortable to hold as well. Oh, that's nice, that. And I can do a little bit of a blade if I want the blade not to be bendy. If I'm doing little details, I can have it there. It's got a ratcheting action. Now with ratchet action. And I can have it on the bench with the blade in. So massive thank you, Phil. Lovely thank you. That is very good. That's my new blade. You'll see that now in action from anything I'm doing. Any information on here? And it always says on there, look, it even says there pliers. It says use the pliers. It says click like a cartoon strip. I like that, because I didn't know that. I just thought one day I don't really want to handle this blade, and you saw me put it on with my fingers, but yeah, be careful. But if you're like me, if you're an idiot, I'd probably say don't even do that. Just use pliers all the damn time. Right, thank you very much, Phil. I think basically that was meant to be in the last pack, but got delayed a bit. So there we go. Massive thank you. Right, I can still taste that Freddo. Hang on. Nom. What's next? This box, which has arrived. Do you know? Why I order? I don't know. This has arrived from Andrew Sutherland, or Beyond Hope, as you know him. Now I know what this is, or at least I know, again, it's something that he was going to send me. We've had a conversation about, so I know what's in here, unless the things in here as well, along with those that I don't know what they are. I'm talking rubbish today. I'm not even using real words. Hang on. I went on a rant yesterday on my live stream about YouTubers that can't speak because they're idiots. And now here's me just going with my words. But to be fair, I'm filming it live. This isn't, you know, planned and pre-scripted or anything. And I can't afford to do multiple takes because once I've opened a box, I've opened a box. So I excuse myself from the shouting. But yes, this is from Andrew. Andrew Sutherland, Beyond Hope, on the chat, YouTube's chats. I'll just make sure there's no letter in here that you're not supposed to see. Now this is, if he's just sent me what he's going to send me, it's going to be wicked awesome. I know that's really Boston there. It's going to be wicked awesome. But let's have a look and see. He's packed it with multiple layers of confabulations. There's something in there. Right. Let me work my way through all these. Let me just get these bits out and then we'll open it properly. Give me a second. So inside the box we have paper tubes. Paper tubes. Now if you've seen my unboxings before, you know I always like to just double check. I know these are just packing worms basically. But there's two things about them I like to check them to make sure there's not something hidden away, because you never know. You never know. And also, it's really weird, but have a smell of that. Smell them, smell them, smell them, smell them. They smell like tea bags. I don't know what you've been transporting, Andy, but it smells nice. Smells like tea. Now, the main show here is this. Now, I know what this is, but you don't, and that's brilliant. Although I know what some of it is. It might be loads of other stuff in there. So that's Kristen the new knife. Oh, it's the wrong knife, isn't it? I want my opening knife. I don't want to use a nice knife on unpacking things. I'll save that for the proper modelling business. But this may take a while. Beep, 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 beep. I've got to be careful because I know what's in here. And trust me, what's in here is awesome. Awesome. Now, if you don't know, Andy likes to do a bit of 3D printificating. And he has sent me stuff before. Remember I got a load of 3D printed stuff last year. He sent me all my Angry Marine bits. I think I've got 3 tubs in here. Tubs! He sent me a load of Angry Marine stuff last year. Well, he said, I'm going to send you these. And I'm like, oh! Little tiny orgasms and sex wheeze, thank you. So, let's get this off. This may be the first step of many. Oh, hang on. It's got to be done. Are we ready? Are you ready? Oh! Oh! Let me do it near the microphone, hang on. Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, enough of that. Right. Ready? All these people putting loads of sellotape everywhere. It's great for safety and packing, but pain in the bum to unpack. Right. I can smell Mama Fox making dinner downstairs. She's making herself a Cumberland pie and it smells fantastic. Right. I'm just dragging this out now, aren't I? This is going to take forever. It's the same plastic tubs that we do for our Chinese takeaways. Cool. So I hope smell good. I hope they're all the same thing because otherwise I'll be here all day. We have, which may not be apparent straight away, we have... oh, wait, that's a surprise. I didn't expect that. Hang on. Oh, things just got even better. Right. Which is the one he was going to send me that I know about? Hang on. There's obviously stuff in here I didn't know about. That's not that at all. We'll come to that in a minute. I think this is the main event. Beep, 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 beep. He's obviously sent me more than I expected, which is an excellent thing. We have, and it might not come out on camera because they're printed in clear resin. We have you won't see this at all because you can't see because of all the support struts, but I need to take all those off. But basically what this is, it's Deathcore of Krieg on a motorbike. It's a Krieger on a motorbike. And I've seen the three, I'll start that again. I've seen the STL renders before he sent them to me, and they look that's not Deathcore of Krieg. and they look fantastic. You can't see on this because it's clear resin, and you can't see at all, and I can barely see myself. But once these have been cleaned up and primed, they're going to look awesome. It's basically Deathcore of Krieg on a motorbike. Because you know I hate the Space Marine bikers. That's a slightly more clear one, I think you can see there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Deathcore of Krieg motorbike squads, which doesn't exist in Warhammer. There's no such thing as a Deathcore of Krieg bike squad. They're from Games Workshop. You can't buy them, so I'm quite happy to have some 3D printed ones. Thank you very much. Now, he does tell me I need to get these off the supports as soon as possible because they'll be brittle. Here we have... I think these are... You might tell me what these are, dude. I'm guessing these are Ogrins, perhaps? I don't know. Do Deathcore use Ogrins? There's something. They got... It's like there's a sniper dude there. I can't really see because of the resin, you see. There's a sniper dude. There's these two big Ogrin types, I think. We have... Look at that. It's a Deathcore Commissar, I think. Now they're kind of almost Deathcore. They're not reprints of like existing Games Workshop kits. Because obviously if they were existing Games Workshop kits, this would be a bit more uncomfortable. I wouldn't be so comfortable having them. But these are just things that don't actually exist. I know there are equivalent kits, but these are like custom made. Now I don't know if that's meant to be separate or how that works. I'll figure that out. But there's another Commissar there. He's got an awesome beard action going on. We have... What's this say? Biker Lance. Biker something Lance. Obviously the biker's got a lance of some sort. Cool, because if you get the guys on horses, they have lances, you see. Here we have... What's this one? This is... Oh, hello, something flew off. Oh! Something disappeared, but I think it was an extra one on the end. I'll find it in a minute. These are... It's really hard to... Actually, I need to put my space helmet on because I can't actually see what I'm looking at. These are... oh, these are little foxy heads. Okay, cool. These are little foxy heads for Space Marines. I forgot about those. Awesome. It's really hard to see them with without the primer on. So I'll have to get them off the sprue. That's cool. We have here lots of something. Oh, yep, I know what they are. There's a pube. That's the one thing. Oh, let me get rid of the pube. Ew! Pub. It's probably not a pube. I know. It's probably an eyebrow. You won't. I don't know if you'll be able to see what these are. Who has a big long face with dumb eyes and big long floppy ears? And who do I hate? Yeah, I hate to say this. It's a whole mess of Jar Jar heads. They may be applied to Death Guard sometime soon. You never know. To some pox walkers, perhaps. We also have... What else was there? Let me see. We have some more Jar Jar heads. More foxy heads. It's really hard to see. And I'm not sure what these ones are. There's a little bits of flash on them, so I need to clean that off. But I think they're just human heads. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell when it's just clear resin, though. I'll have to double check those. They've got some little bits of flash and stuff on them, so I'll have a look at them when they're primed up. They need to be softened a bit of those. I mean, they're hardened a bit, I think, in the UVs. And this last one here, oh, this is what I was not expecting. We have basically a whole mess of Deathcore heads. Oops, squish, break, dang. Deathcore heads, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 dudes. We've got a squad of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Death Guard. And we've got a Death Guard puppy dog with a gas mask, because of course. A load of Death Guard heads, which is awesome. Another puppy dog. And just to pad it out a bit, Fox McCloud. Because why not? Fox McCloud, you know, Star Fox, stood there with a load of Death Guard. I like that. I forgot about the Fox McCloud. That's cool. Those Death Guard heads are awesome. Now again, I think these are ones that aren't actually available. They're not like rip-offs of existing GW kits, so I have no problem with these. But that's awesome. Okay, and there you go. I've cleaned this one up a little bit. Not perfectly. I need to prime it so I can see where the remaining little nubbles are. But there you go. Looks fantastic. That's my Deathcore of Krieg biker. I've got 2 of these guys with what look like melters. and one's got the big lance, so they're going to be fun. It would have been easier to clean up had it been like not clear transparent resin, but I'm not going to complain. They are awesome. So yeah, massive thanks for those, Andy. They're brilliant. I'm going to look forward to getting them primed and painted up. I'll have to do more cleanup on these once I get all the bits of supports off. I can't really see everything, so I'll get them primed and I'll go up and clean up any last bits and bobs, and then at some point I'll have to get them all painted up. So thank you very much. On to the next thing. Cool. Next, we have this rather slimy package. Not slimy because it's been sent, it's because I spray everything with the disinfectant and the cleaning stuff before they go into quarantine because of the chocolate velociraptor. So yeah, they've got like a residue. I'm getting really slidey hands now. This is a package. Now I know who this is from and I know what it is roughly. It is a package from Cy Reynolds, our Lord and Saviour Kevin. Cy Reynolds, my very good mate, who has sent me something that I knew he was going to send me. So let's get it open because I know what it is. I don't even think I need the knife for this, do I? No, I don't think I do, but I'm going to... I can't not use the poiky knife, can I? I'm going to have to use the poiky knife, I think. Oh, yeah. Let's just do it this way. Trust me, I can't get purchase. I can't... The camera's in the wrong place, which doesn't help. Now, I know roughly what this is. At least I know what it should be. There we go. Make sure there's no incriminations. There's something squishy in there. Right. It also smells very nice. Okay. I think I know what's in there, but the smell's in there that I'm not familiar with. Let me get everything out. Have a look in there. There you go. Look. Let me get everything out. And let's see what we've got. So what is in this box? Well, here is a handy hint. Yes. Yes, Simon and I have gone halves on a box set that came out recently, and that box set is yeah, it's Prophecy of the Wolf box set. Yes, he basically only wanted all the orc dudes, and he's like, I only really want the orc dudes, so I'm like, well, I'll have all the space wolves then. Yay! So space puppy time. So he sent me all the space puppies, and he's kept all the orc stuff. I assume he's very neatly gone round and destapled the instruction book to send me all the Space Wolves bit. Cool. So we should have... I can't remember what you get in here. You get like some intercessors. You get some incursors, which are yet another new type of Space Marine. What do you get? Oh, it may actually say here. Let's have a look. You get Ragnar Blackmane. I'm sure there's a Skyrim song. Ragnar Blackmane and an Infiltrator Squad. And an Incursor Squad and Infiltrator Squad. I get quite a lot. Okay, that's kind of cool. Or is this... Oh, hang on. Oh, I see. You build that or that. Alright, so it's a 10-man squad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a 10-man squad. So you can build the Incursors or the Infiltrators. Ooh, I have to have a decision on that, I think. But excellent, because I've got like a 10-man Space Puppy squad now. Yes. So there we go. Let's have a look and see what we've got. First of all, yes, sent me as well a big pack of little baggies for the Millennium Falcon, because I've got so many little tiny parts for different bits. I'm finding these little baggy type things, just little tiny ones, really handy. So thank you for those, dude. That's really cool. He's packed this really, and look at this, it's dead neat. You've done a good job here. I just kind of literally just jam things in. What is this? What have you sent me now? What is this now? I'm assuming this is the decals for this thing, but I just want to make sure it's not something else before I drag it out into public view. Oh, there we go, yeah. Transfers Spesh Puppy. There we go. Wow, I just stick things in a box. He's actually gone to all the trouble of making a container for these. Dude, that's awesome. There you go. Spesh Puppies! Spesh Puppies, transfers seek for the Space Puppies. Yes, like and subscribe. I do find it so adorable that they still call them transfers when the rest of the world stopped calling water slides, stopped calling water slide decals transfers in like 1976. Vehicle honour markings: Stormfang, Stormwolf, Murderfang. Campaign badges: Ragnar Blackmane's Great Company, runes and honour markings. There you go. So there's a load of those. Cool. Because I will at some point build up a Space Puppy troop. I do like Space Puppies. I have I've still got the Renegade Imperial Knight set from, you know, a couple of years ago. There's 2 Imperial Knights in there. And I got the some aftermarket, whatchamacallits, coffee. Oh. Aftermarket add-on parts to make the Knight into a Space Puppy Knight. So I've got some of those. So I do need to do that at some point. And I will be building these as Space Wolves. Because of course I will. I have the Stormfang that I built ages ago, the Storm Wolf. I want to build some space puppies. I like the colour scheme. You may think, oh god, space puppies. But you know what? You know what? I like the colour scheme. The sort of medium to light blue. It's a really nice colour to use. And then of course we have the bits. Yeah. Look at me bits. I've got to find something to put these in when I've got all these bits out. I need to just cut this, don't I? Not ponce about. I shouldn't really, but I'll have to find something else to put them in. Dip. There we go, lovely. So yes, he's got all the orc bits. He's bought a massive expensive box set just for a handful of orcs. I'm not going to knock him for that. So we went halves, and I've got all the Space Puppies bits. So there we have all the bits and bobs, and it smells very nice. Has this been near like cake making equipment? Because there's a nice cakey smell to all this lot. So lots of beautiful detail, as always, you can't go wrong. And because it's a new release, of course, there's lots of fantastic bits. There's Ragnar's cloak with his Fenrisian wolf cloak. It'll be fun painting that. There's the wolf head. It's the wolf! Awesome. Big, massive chain sword with runes carved into it, so they can do some highlighting paint on those. Lovely. I really do like the new Space Marine. I say new, they've been out since 2018, since 8th edition. I do like the Primaris though. And these are proper, not easy build nonsense. This is proper build. I mean, they're not multi-pose. There might be a bit of multi-pose. They're still kind of a slightly fixed pose, but they're better than the easy to build nonsense. Although a lot of the heads do have antennae on them, which means they're all going to break. All of them. Every single one will snap. But hey, what can you do? Cool. Simon, thank you very much for those. There's one more thing. He sent me... he sent me a bag of cock. I think we'll end on that. So everyone who sent me stuff... I mean, obviously Amazon and, the Broken Toad Brush people, I gave you money and you sent me things, so thank you for those. But to all of you guys who've sent me stuff, very, very much thank you. I look forward to playing with all these things built and painted. You're all really kind. I am super grateful when people send me things. I really, really am. Cock. I like a nice bit of soup. So it's really nice when people send me stuff. I'm always really super grateful, and I'm always floored. But thank you. Also, more importantly, thank you for sending me stuff that's not so big I've got nowhere to put it. If you have been thinking about sending me any more models, I'll put a moratorium on that for now, just purely because unless it's something really tiny, I've actually got no more space to store any more models. I really shouldn't have bought that runabout because I've got nowhere to put it. But just for the time, I've got so much of a backlog to do. If you were thinking of sending me any kits and stuff, I know I've got a couple coming to me now, but from this point, I'd say if you had the thought about sending me a kit or something, I've got nowhere to put it. I'd love to take it off your hands, but I've got nowhere to put it. So just hold off on it for a while. So you can still send me food and small things. Small things are great. Food, send me food all the time. But that's going to do me. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll be doing an X-Wing live stream at some point this week, hopefully, to get through the next few episodes or issues of the X-Wing build. And I'll be cracking on with the Millennium Falcon as well this week. So stay tuned for those. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to have some more coffee. Oh, no. Take care of yourselves. Go make something awesome. Go be awesome. Wash your damn hands. Of course, you knew I was going to say that. And until next time, thanks, guys. Adios, amibis.